TFT, otherwise known as the tapping, is a fantastic little tool. It's used for anxiety and stress and all kinds of different nervous system issues. For this particular video, we're going to use it for sugar cravings, because particularly I find it is second to none for helping you deal with that irresistible reaching mechanism, that urge to reach for sugar. It fits into the sugar addictive cycle, if you like. So if you've eaten sugar, you will find that you crave it either the next day or the day after that. That is the addictive cycle. What you'll probably find is that you'll have addictive thinking that goes with that. Thinking such as, it's my little friend, or I've worked hard today, or I'll go on, I'll just have a little bit. Whatever that is addictive thinking. And it actually just supports this crave feeling in your nervous system. The crave feeling is actually felt just here in your solar plexus. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to use the TFT, we're going to use a tap-in in order to turn down that feeling in your nervous system, in your solar plexus, which helps you actually to be able to take control of that reaching mechanism. You know, once you're quiet in your solar plexus, you're done. You're in control. So as a practice run, imagine your favourite sugary treat, whatever that might be, your most favourite chocolate, sweetie cake, whatever it is. Close your eyes and really picture it for a second. And as you do, imagine putting it towards your mouth so that you can anticipate the smell of it, what it actually smells like, what the texture is going to be like as you put it in your mouth. And as you do, I can imagine right now that you can feel what that actually feels like in your solar plexus, that little crave-driven feeling. Give it a number between 1 and 10. 1 being barely there, 10 being almost overwhelming. Where are we? You might find it's quite high if you really, really pictured it. Once you've got an idea of what it feels like, we're going to go through the tapping now. So first of all, underneath your eye. So actually on your eye socket itself, and you can do either side for the whole of this little tapping sequence, you tap 20 times. 20 is not actually many. You'll find that you'll do 20 really, really easily. So you tap 20 times at least, if not more, under one eye or the other. Then underneath your arm. So it's across from your chest. 4 fingers and a definite tap underneath your arm. You need 4 fingers because it's quite a small little area that we're trying to hit. So again, about 20 times or so. Okay, and then the next part of the sequence, in between your ribs. So you've got rib, and then you've got a little dent, cartilage, and then you've got another rib. So what we're doing is tapping on the dent, on the cartilage. 2 fingers and a really definite tap, so you're making like an echoey sensation in your chest. You can probably hear that echoey sensation in my chest. So this is what you're trying to make, is that echoey sensation. So again, about 20 times or so. The next part, in between the last 2 tendons here on the back of your hand, tapping on there. Okay, so whilst tapping on the back of your hand, close your eyes and then open them again. Then without moving your head, look down to the left and then down to the right. And now we're going to do a nice big eye roll. So what you want to do is almost be looking at the inside of your eyelids. Take your time with this. Really practice this because it's a very important part of the sequence. So you go one way and then you go back the other way. So you're probably going to find it. You pull faces and all sorts. Be slow about this. Okay, and then look down with your eyes and then up and then down again and then look normally. Now hum a couple of bars of Happy Birthday. And then count from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hum again. And yeah, it doesn't even have to be in tune. So you can use any music for that. It's just that everybody knows Happy Birthday, basically. And we're going to finish off with under your eye, and under your arm, and on your chest, and that's the whole of the sequence. It's a really quick little sequence. It's a clever little sequence, and it's one to get down. Practice this until you know how to do this off by heart. because then there are two particular ways that you can use it. As I said before, you can use it as an intervention. And you can also use it in another very clever little way. So making this echoey sensation in your chest, you can hear it, right? It's a nice feeling. Lots of people say they enjoy this feeling. So when you've finished, just take a moment to close your eyes and have a think about what that feeling is like in your solar plexus now. And you may well find that the number is significantly decreased. If you started out on a 10, maybe you're down to a 5, whatever that number is for you. Tap it again. What I'd like you to do in this practice run is go over this video as many times as you need to until you've tapped it down to a 0, till you have no feeling left in your solar plexus around that sugary product, whatever it is. Because once you're quiet here, you will notice that actually your thinking changes. You can't quite picture it in the same way, you don't think about it in the same way, but being quiet in your nervous system is the control, and all it takes is that couple of seconds. So as I said, you can either use it as an intervention, which is the main use for it. As an addict, you will have an addictive cycle. It gives you a chance to get to know that cycle for yourself. If you have sugar, you will want it, and you will have persuasive, addictive thinking that goes with it a couple of days or the next day afterwards or a couple of days later. Using the tapping, you can tap it down. You're in control. You can also use it before you're going out to eat, let's say, and you really don't want a pudding and you're worried that you're going to cave in and have the pudding. Imagine the sugariest, sweetest pudding that you could possibly imagine beforehand. Tap it away down to an absolute 0. Make sure that you eat well, make sure you have a good dinner, and then when you come to the choice for dessert, you'll be fine. You'll be quiet in your solar plexus. That is control, and that's all there ever is and all you need. So practice this little technique and get it down. So if necessary, you could nip to the loo. I have seen people doing it all over the world. You might not want to do it in the middle of Sainsbury's, but it's there for you then. Use this video as much as you like, so that this is your little secret tool. It is what I use, and it's what I've used for the last 8 years or so now, and it's been my little friend and it's been my lifesaver. So enjoy using it, and by all means leave a comment on your own applications, how you found it's worked for you, whatever circumstances that you might have found it in, whatever unusual situations. I'm always interested to know more.